finding out the decision maker. So how many times have I called a client and set up a meeting and you get there and you realize it's not the decision maker. You're getting the no person, not the yes person. And when I say that, I mean, you've done all the work. You made the cold call, which is scary enough as it is. You're out there, pitching business. You're psyched. You're ready to roll. You think you're getting a big deal. And then you realize this person has the ability to say no. They don't necessarily, or they don't have the ability really to say yes. And it's so important to get in front of the decision maker for their sake, for the sake of time. You're a professional and you don't need to waste your time with people who may not be able to give you the answers you're looking for. But that's not to say that those people should be disregarded. So it's kind of a really delicate balancing act. Influencers are important. Decision makers are the most important, really. So how do we get both in the room, or how do we really ultimately access the decision maker? Sometimes you just have to ask. You just have to kind of have the guts to say, oh, what's your role? What do you do for the company? Oh, so are you the person who makes all the marketing decisions, or is that a group conversation, or is there another person? You just ask questions, open-ended questions that will let the person talk. You're not necessarily saying, hey, I don't need to talk to you, marketing director. I just want to get to the owner. Because the marketing director may very well be the person that you need to speak to, and they need to sell it through to the owner. So at that point, you say, okay, can I get a meeting, the three of us? Can I coach this person on objections that he or she thinks that she'll face, so I can help her in that way? But I think ultimately, to get in front of the decision maker, you just have to ask the question that sometimes feels a little uncomfortable, because you don't want to offend the influencer. Like, I don't want her to feel, or he or she to feel like they're not important. It brings the walls down when you can just ask the questions that, I don't know why, but sometimes we feel like it's so, you're going to offend somebody. Oh my God, and sometimes you just got to ask the question, and then you'll find out that it'll be yes or no, or leave me alone and never speak to me again, and then you can move on.